Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a continuation of my last video, which was Cringetober. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. I hope you enjoy. Prompt number 16 is object head, and at first I did not want to draw a TV for the object head because that's been done so many times before. Like, I didn't want to create a new character that's just gonna look like every other character. But then TikTok so graciously gave me this. So, you know I had to draw Tenna for this prompt. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have seen, crap, what's his name? The other guy that people ship Tenna with. I've seen him multiple times before, but I wasn't sure where he was from. And then I googled it, and he's from Undertale, which Tenna obviously also is. And though I've known for years what Undertale is, I've never been a fan because I just haven't had the time to get into the games, get into the lore, so I know very little about Undertale. So, if you want to, please let me know some things in the comments, or better yet, give me quotes or pictures that I won't understand at all, because only, like, super fans will understand them. That'd be really fun. I want to be confused. Prompt number 17 is fake anime screenshot, and I'm so sorry, but I lost the footage for this one. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to draw the entire screenshot, but I just placed my Sona into an anime and called it a day. So here you go, that's it. Next prompt. Prompt number 18 is old art redraw, and I kind of cheated on this one because the picture I used, I did not redraw. I just took the character and turned it into a character for my art style now. My art style back in the day was so different. It's crazy to see how much I've grown. Take eyes, for example. Yeah, crazy work. But I'm so proud of my achievements. It's crazy. Anyway, I decided to turn this like warrior girl into a warrior elf girl because you couldn't see her ears in the original piece, but I decided that, well, elf ears are cooler, so I'm going with that. And I actually gave her some colors and shit because I didn't in my sketch, obviously. And I kept her scythe because it's awesome and it was really cool. I could have given her a pose where she held it and actually make a redraw, but I was lazy, so take this headshot of this character. She kind of reminds me a little bit of my OC Luna. Are they cousins? Who knows? I don't know. I want to talk about my character so bad. It's insane. Prompt number 19 is dolls, puppets, etc. But I didn't want to draw none of that. So I was thinking, can I draw like a puppeteer instead? And at first I was like, should I draw Discord? Cause like, yeah. But then I was like, I already drew him in my other video and I don't want to draw too much My Little Pony stuff. So as you can see, I chose to draw Katara when she learns how to bloodbend because she's basically puppeteering other people. You know. This episode was like one of my favorites growing up. It still holds up. It's still one of my favorites, I think, but I loved everything about it. Spoiler alert, I guess, for anybody who hasn't seen it, but go watch it and come back, I guess. She learns how to bloodbend, and it's like this new thing. She's like, what is this? And this old lady, which I think was named Pema? Something like that. I really don't know. She was like, bend the water inside another human being. And Katara's like, I don't think I want to do that, actually. And you're the person who's been making people disappear in the forest in the middle of the night. But she is forced to bloodbend to save Aang and Sokka. So, and she's very upset about it. But yeah, I think it's really cool. And Katara is awesome and cool herself. So I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll draw Katara. I think this drawing turned out very good. I did struggle a lot with drawing the background because I accidentally drew the first two trees on the same layer as the blue background, which made making the other trees behind the first two very difficult because I had to draw them over that one layer and then erase a bunch of times. It was very tedious, but I made it work. It looks really good, actually. I am very proud of this drawing. Prompt number 20 is Hananaki disease. And if you don't know what that is basically if you don't tell the person you love that you love them, or you're not receiving any love back, that's when you get the disease, and it's basically you just cough up flowers. And every time I imagine this, I always imagine coughing up blood as well, because flowers in you cannot be good. So I decided to draw my OC Yama for this because he is, in fact, very in love with my OC Luna, who I've been mentioning so many times, and I can't believe I don't get to talk about them. He's very in love with her, but he refuses to say anything. So she has no idea. She has multiple times though referred to him as her best friend. So that's also a reason why he doesn't really dare to tell her anything, because in his head, he's basically already been turned down and he doesn't want to risk their friendship being ruined because of some silly feelings. That's basically how he feels. They're my Roman Empire. I fucking love them. I draw them together like all the time. I'm like, this is just in his head. It's just in his head, guys. Oh my god. But I mean, I'm the author here, so are they endgame? I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah. He's a demon, like all of my other OCs in this story/universe, and I really, really want to make a whole dedicated video just for him and the rest of my characters, but I'm really scared that nobody's gonna watch it. I need at least one person to tell me in the comments that they'll watch it, and maybe I'll make a video about them, talking about their lore, explaining character designs. I really, really want to do that. These characters have been in my head since 2020. Please let me talk about them. Prompt number 21 is 100% saturation, and I think they mean in colors, so that's exactly what I went for. And I decided to draw none other than Miku herself because she's an icon, and it's very easy to make a saturated piece with Miku because of her hair. I've got nothing exciting to talk about with this piece. I did decide to draw her in a different art style than what I usually do, meaning that I did not do any line art. I just did like a block of color and then shade it to the best of my abilities to make her bangs stand out from her pigtails, for example. And I think it turned out pretty okay. It's not my best work, but she looks really cute, and yeah. Anyways, I'm not really a Vocaloid fan. Like, I like a lot of the characters, I like a lot of the songs, but if there's lore involved, I have no idea. Like, I know nothing. I just know about the songs and some of the characters. I think one of my favorite songs is Rolling Girl. I really like that one. And one of my favorite characters is probably, this is gonna be very mainstream, I really like Gumi. Anyways, I hope you like this drawing. It very much gives profile picture. Prompt number 22 is maid dress or sailor uniform. And I wanted to draw my boyfriend in a maid dress so damn bad, but when I did the mistake of telling him about that idea, he was like, do not do that. I'm serious. I should have done it though. Why would a man tell me what to do? Are you kidding my ass? But I did end up drawing one of my OCs instead, so I guess he wins for this time. This OC is not related to the story I was literally just talking about. Nope, this guy's from something else. His name is Dominic, and yeah, I drew him in a maid dress, and he hates that shit, as you can see from his facial expression, which makes this way more fun. His lover is somebody who would definitely put on a maid outfit, but that's why I obviously didn't draw him, because he would have been smiling, because that boy loves to dress up. This story, by the way, is, I can talk a little bit about it, because it's not too terribly important to me. Basically, what I thought up in my mind is that this guy and my green-haired OC, which I call him because he has no name, he used to, but I don't like that name anymore, so I want to change it. Anyways, they are rivals in a way, but then they get closer and fall in love with each other, and the first time they kiss, they are immediately sent to a different universe. And the green-haired guy remembers everything, but Dominic does not. So the green-haired guy have to keep making Dominic fall in love with him, but each time they kiss, they get sent off to another universe again, and they have to redo everything over and over. Very sad. Not sure how it ends, but that's what that's about. Yeah. Prompt number 23 is memes, and I had no idea what the fuck I was supposed to draw for this. I didn't know what it meant. That's kind of what I mean. So I just picked this girl who's very upset about her nails. She's lovely, don't get me wrong, but it's a meme and I liked it. So I just kind of like traced over it and drew my OC Lilith because yes, she's an overreactor. Is that a word? I kind of want to talk about her, but kind of don't, because I feel like if I'm gonna talk about my characters, I want it to be a little bit like scripted. This is not scripted, as you can probably tell, because they are so important to me. Also, I did do 2 other memes though. I'm just gonna post pictures of those up in here. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a chart for your characters, and I thought it was funny. So we love a dramatic queen. We do. Prompt number 24 is My Little Pony. Ah! And before you ask, Moa, why do you sound so different in this voiceover compared to the other one for 3? It's because it's a different day and I'm feeling less depressed today, so here we go. And I'm so glad that I'm like not depressed right now because we're gonna talk about My Little Pony. Ah! As you can see, I'm drawing my Sona and turning her into a pony instead of me, myself, behind the screen. And as you can see, I kind of tried to do like the My Little Pony style a little bit, you know? So, yeah, I think I got it like down to a T. The only thing that's like different is like the snout and the ears. Everything else is like spot on, dude. And in case you think we're done, we are not done, because I did a second speed paint. Yes, I did! With like a little bit more my style, but at the same time, as you can see, I'm using this like, is it a reference or am I tracing? I think it's both. Because I'm literally like I'm sorry, I'm not claiming this to be mine though. I like the poses and everything. Anyway, I'm drawing my Sona with Applejack because Applejack is my favorite main 6. Why? I don't know. She's my comfort character and I love her, and I'm gonna draw her all the time, whenever I can, whenever I want to. And I made her besties with my Sona. I don't ship myself with characters. I don't do that. There's nothing wrong if you do that with yourself, but I don't do that because I don't want to, that's all. So Applejack's just my bestie and we're hanging out, and I loved this drawing so much that I made another one and another one. Anyway, my Sona is called Shimmer Film. That's what I named her. That's her pony name. And I changed her hair a little bit from the other drawing because it was alright, but I didn't really like it. So I made it more with my style. So that's why the hair is a little bit different. And I like this way more. I hope you like it. Ah! Moving on. Prompt number 25 is Gijinka, and in case you don't know what that is, I did explain it in my other video, but basically you take an object or a non-human character or an animal and turn it into a human character most of the time. And for this, I decided to draw my childhood stuffed animal, my best friend back in the day, Isa. And she was a Mary Sue before I even knew what a Mary Sue was. Before I go on, I just need to mention she's holding her twin sister in her hands because my sister and I had like the exact same bear and we loved them and they were twins, and yeah. So in case you don't know what a Mary Sue is, it's basically the character in a story who's good at everything, overpowered, loved by everyone. All the boys want her, all the girls hate her or they want to be her. She can do anything that she tries and she never does anything wrong, and everybody loves her. That is a Mary Sue. And that is basically what this stuffed animal was to me and my sister. They were so insanely overpowered and loved by everyone. They did everything in the book. They were famous. They were everything. It's too much to even talk about. Now, these bears were not only our favorite things to play with, no, they have their own lore. And this story and lore were basically an amalgamation of Brother Bear, My Little Pony, Equestria Girls, and basically some of our favorite shows and movies at the time. The plots in those became the plots of our stuffed bears. I would love to explain more and talk more about my stupid stuffed animals, bro, but it's gonna take so long. Dude, we wanted to write a book at one point, so we made this entire story and drew pictures and shit, but nothing happened. We didn't finish it. So these bears, these silly little bears, were everything to us. Prompt number 26 is all edge, no point. And I'm yet again drawing one of my demon OCs. This one was the original though. When I was a little depressed kid back in middle school, I would draw demons and shit representing my mental illnesses. This one, I forgot what he represented. He did not represent my depression. That was a bigger guy, which is not relevant at all. But anyway, he is the original guy that already had a design, and he is, just like the prompt says, all edge, no point. Like, there's no point for him to have the dark hair, red eyes, super pale, scars. He's gloomy and, like, not happy at all. He has demon horns. He is a demon. He's that character, that edgy character that you think about. That's him. That's just him. His name is Lucian, and he's my baby girl. He low-key is kind of hated by the rest of my characters. The ones that don't dislike him are like neutral to him because he doesn't let people in. He's very like mysterious and he keeps to himself. Yeah, that's what he does. That's his thing. So I decided to draw him, and I do have a little reference, a little headshot of him, but I did decide to add piercings and scars to his design because I felt like it. The edgier, the better. That's kind of what I was thinking. So, yeah. And he is in a very old library that exists in the place that he and the others live because they live together. And I want to talk about them! Prompt number 27 is baby girl pose, and yes, I needed to trace a little bit here. I found a baby girl pose and I used it. What about it? Sue me. I am drawing a dad. He doesn't have a name. He's in the story with Dominic and the green-haired guy, and he is a father. He has a kid who I never decided on a gender, so they're non-binary and can shapeshift because that's convenient. And he's just a guy. Like, I don't have any storyline for him or any personality or name or nothing. Like, he's just a guy. He is the dad friend or like the big brother friend. He takes care of people and he has wise words every now and then. But yeah, not much to say about him. Got a couple of sketches, I suppose. Any name suggestions? Leave them in the comments. Thank you. Actually, no, I'm gonna come up with lore for him right now. I'm gonna come up with a personality and a thing for him. He is 34. Yeah, he's 34. His wife died tragically. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's single. His name could be like Roderick or something. I don't know, something like nerd guy, but also your average Joe, you know? I don't know, let me know what you think. He has a tattoo somewhere on his body. I don't know where. And he is a coffee addict. And that mug, he got that from his kid. Hell yeah. Prompt number 28 is alternative fashion, and I'm so proud of this drawing, y'all. You don't understand. I can't even believe how proud I am of this drawing. Now, her legs looks a little bit funky, because I do struggle with drawing full body portraits. It's something I'm working on. But anyway, I'm drawing Luna, that one character I've been mentioning this entire fucking video, and who is a part of my demon story, who I would die to talk about. Anyways, she doesn't normally look like this. Her hair is always down with the side parts being up in a way that always reminds me of Applejack. I stole that hair. I stole that hair completely. Her hair is extremely long and it's this super silky white grayish color. She never wears it up in a ponytail, but she looks so fucking good. Is she literally begging me for a redesign right now? Because I think she is. I think she is. I'm not too thrilled about the clothing. I just wanted them to be like alternative because that's literally the prompt, and it's not something that she usually wears. Like, the colors are fine. The colors she wears usually is black, pink, and blue. Those are literally her colors, so there's nothing weird about that. But I just don't know if I fuck with the skinny jeans, you know what I'm saying? But she's gorgeous. I need to do a redesign and draw a character sheet because, oh my days, she's stunning. Prompt number 29 is hot villain. Bonus points if woman. And of course I needed to draw a villain who's a woman. Duh. I had 3 girls in mind, them being Lust from Full Metal Alchemist, Medusa from Soul Eater, and Arachne from Soul Eater. And as you can see, I'm drawing Arachne because I've already drawn both Lust and Medusa, and I've never drawn Arachne, so she's perfect for this. Now, do I think she's hot? No. No, I don't. She's not my type, and she's freaky. But I do think fan art of her is really nice. Like a lot of them are hits. I'ma be real. I'm not too proud of this drawing, but it's something, and I did the prompt justice, and I'm getting bonus points, which is always a plus. Guys, if you haven't seen Soul Eater, I'm gonna tell you right now to go watch it. It is literally such an amazing anime. And if you're wondering, but Moa, isn't Soul Eater and Fire Force in the same universe? Which one should I watch first? And does it matter if I only want to watch one of them? It does not matter. I've watched both. They have like nothing to do with each other. At least nothing that I remember, so it's not really that important. Just pick your favorite. And personally, for me, that'd be Soul Eater. It's clearly the better anime. Prompt number 30 is video games. Undertale, FNAF, etc. I chose to draw FNAF not only because it was in the prompt as an example, but because I fucking love FNAF. I literally have a wall with like art and posters and shit. So, you know I love that shit. I also have a couple of the books. I decided to draw my favorite character, Michael, from the games, obviously, when he's a teen. So basically from FNAF 4, which is my favorite game, even though I've never played it. Guys, you don't have to have played the games in order to be a FNAF fan, but I would advise you to play them. Yeah, I've played the first one, the second one, Pizzeria Simulator, and Ultimate Custom Night. So I have played my fair and share of FNAF games, but FNAF 4 is just my favorite. I'm scared to play it, and I honestly don't have any money to play it either. Oh, but it's so cheap. Yeah, well, I don't have that. Okay? I don't have a job at the moment. Anyways, so I'm drawing Michael, and he's seeing his brother being bitten, and he's like, fuck. And guys, the only thing I can think about when I'm seeing this is, are you man enough? You know that? You know that song, that meme? Because boy didn't expect that shit to happen. And his brother dying is completely and utterly his own fault. I feel bad for him, but he should have seen it coming. Love him though. I decided to give the crying child, who still doesn't have a name, fun-colored socks, because why the hell not? And it does look like they're in a corridor. I didn't want to bother drawing the background. I'm sorry, I got lazy. Forgive me for that. I'll redeem myself at some point. We are finally at the last prompt. I can now sit back and relax and not draw for another month, which would not happen at all because I draw every day because it's my passion and I love drawing. But still, I can leave this whole thing behind me now. For prompt 31, we have Halloween. And in case you can see that in the sketch, I was going to do just a regular Catboy, but then I later changed my mind and decided that I wanted to draw baby Aaron because Aaron is my boy and I really miss him. So he's sitting outside and he's about to carve a pumpkin, but he doesn't know how to do it because he's never done it before and he's not sure what design he wants to do. So he's a little confused, to say the least. But he is super cute. I miss Aaron. I miss drawing him. I used to draw him like all the time, but my style is very different now, so he looks much younger than what he did like 5 years ago when I tried to draw him. Also, in case you were wondering, I'm aware that his eye color changes throughout the series, but in my headcanon, he has green eyes. That's his real eye color, if you ask me. I don't know why I wanted to draw him alone. I guess I didn't want to draw too many characters because, I don't know, time was running out. I needed this drawing to be done. But I think he looks cute on his own. And yeah, Aaron is wishing you a happy Halloween. Also, this drawing is very much inspired by this drawing that Lily did from Frog and Bunny. I love them. You should follow them. Their art is amazing. So yeah,